You're listening to the Betoota Advocate's weekly news wrap on Desert Rock FM 96.5. Welcome back to the Betoota Advocate weekly news bulletin. We hope you are enjoying the beginning of a lengthy Easter long weekend. We're certainly enjoying it out here. We're starting to get some of that Easter chill as we head into winter. Don't mind it myself, actually. Had the campfire burning last night. What about you, Errol?
Well, mate, I actually don't celebrate Easter anymore. I think it's been commercialised to the point where it no longer holds true what it really means, and that is to rise from the dead. You feel like the Judeo-Christian kind of traditions have been overlooked a little bit by the commercialisation of multiculturalism. I think so. I think that the way that Easter has, and all religions really, have come to be such a malignant force upon our government, infesting it like termites in a great house of misery and pain. Interesting. What about you, Wendell? You having a few chocky eggs?
Yeah, I will. I'm heading out after this, so I'll try and resurrect myself like Jesus this weekend. I personally find it a bit more enjoyable than Christmas, a bit more relaxing Easter is, I reckon. How about you, Clance?
Oh, all right, mate. Yeah, look, as I said, I don't mind this time of the year. I would like to get to the beach, except, they've gone and fucked that up because we don't have enough vaccinations for our fucking frontline workers there in Brisbane, so...
That's the state's fault, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's the state's fault, apparently. Most of the East Coast is out of bounds. Would have liked to have gone for a little swim before it gets a bit too chilly, but what can you fucking do?
Yep.
All right, news?
We'll get into this news wrap before Errol starts talking about setting that termite's nest on fire. And the PM is set to repair his misogynistic image by attending all 19 rounds of men's football codes this weekend.
Yes, because he's currently faced with the unrelenting backlash within his own party and amongst voters. The Prime Minister is desperately seeking a new rebranding campaign to encourage the Australian news cycle to go back to the days when they thought he was just the greatest bloody bloke in the whole world.
So to do that, he's going to watch every single AFL, NRL and Super Rugby match this weekend to try and get photos with the boys after the game. Obviously trying to avoid people like the Parramatta sports scientists who glared daggers at him on camera last week. But if Murdoch is looking out for him, I don't think we'll see much of that on Fox Sports.
Great for the eastern suburbs boy to get a chance to enjoy the Waratahs this weekend, I reckon. Now, still on politics, the headline on our next story reads, "Jobs should be based on merit, not quotas," says young Liberal working for dad's mate in Canberra.
And as we mentioned just before, the government is under fire for the structural issues facing women in politics. And one of the solutions suggested within his party has been implementing quotas, so capable women get the nod ahead of people like Craig Kelly.
But one young Liberal has come out shooting the idea down. A young fellow by the name of Josh Silverspoon said quotas simply don't work and people should be rewarded for the talent and hard work, like he was when his dad's mate gave him a high-paying job straight out of uni. He said, "Trust us, we will fix the 25% female representation across our side of politics if you just leave it to us to sort out in our own time."
Well, I think that people like the Silver Spoon family, I think they can only really be changed with a little bit of hollow point therapy.
Oh, okay. Or something really shiny that falls from a large timber fucking structure in the main street of town, perhaps. I don't know.
Here in Queensland now, and COVID has made a real return to form in the Sunshine State. One of the stories we broke about that had the headline on it, "That wasn't you down there in Byron, was it? Ha ha ha," says every single builder in Brisbane to his apprentice.
Yes, Brisbane has emerged from its snap lockdown this week after a couple of little COVID clusters popped up, one which spread down to the New South Wales Northern Rivers. One of the cases connected to this cluster was believed to have been linked to a South Queensland tradie working a second job as an adult entertainer at a hens party in Byron.
Which, understandably, has led to every builder in the Brisbane area grilling their apprentice about whether it was them who put on the show for the ladies down there on the weekend.
That wasn't you, was it, bro? Wasn't
No.
you, was it, Cody?
Bet you it was. And as Peter Merton pointed out in the comments section, $19 an hour ain't going to pay off that brand new Ford Ranger.
Hope it's a Raptor. Hope it's a Raptor, boys.
Some anthropological news now, and the next generation of Karens have been identified as Mias.
Yes, Karen being an offensive term for older Gen X or younger boomer women who carry a sense of entitlement beyond the scope of what is viewed as normal or even social. They come with a level of privilege that means they demand their own way whenever they feel like it. And this week it's been revealed the names of the young people coming to replace Karen in the next generation.
Miz, that's apparently the next generation coming through. There are plenty of different traits, like Ariana Grande being the choice of music, but the victims do still remain the same, with people in service roles and noisy kids copping the brunt of their passive aggression.
And a somewhat lighter story to finish the week on. Undeniable new data has confirmed that Monte Carlos are the superior biscuit.
Yes, new findings have confirmed that the iconic tea biscuits that contain that glorious pink creamy filling and are named after a southern French city are as good as it gets.
I think you'll find that city is in Monaco, Clancy, but we'll move on. Lead researcher on this report, Professor I'm a Bicky Hog, says while Kingston's and Gaieties pose a significant threat to the iconic tea biscuit, there is still a notable margin between first, second and third place when it comes to Australia's favourite Bicky. Well, fuck me.
Concrete stuff there. Ben Chalker wasn't having any of it, though. He commented saying, absolute bullshit. Big Monte Carlo have fingerprints all over this so-called study. Yet again, Kingston's robbed of their rightful reign.
Kingston suck, Ben.
They suck. They're even worse than those new ice Vovos with such, like how they've trimmed back, from the edge of the biscuit. I remember when the pink shit used to spill over the end of them, and now it just looks like a golly on a rug.
Have you ever done a full sleeve of Vovos?
Yeah, I have. The breakdown of my first marriage, I was doing 2 a day.
2 sleeves of Vovos a day. That's a big job.
Fuck, that'll get the heart racing. Anyway, we could be here all day talking about this stuff, so we will wrap it up. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back again soon. Bye-bye.
Mwenyenyang.
Hooray!